I was watching a USA Dart stream a couple weeks ago, and the main commentator, Will Stewart, was talking about practice. He talked about two different things, one kind of basic advice about practice, but then he gave this extra tip that I had never heard of before, and I thought it was really interesting, and I'm going to give it a shot, so I wanted to relay it to you guys, and you can give it a shot too and see if it helps you out at your next darts tournament. But first, guys, if you're new to Bullshot Darts, please make sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Drop the video a thumbs up. I'm trying to help grow the sport of darts, help players get better, and also live out my dream of traveling and playing darts, and all the support from you guys helps me do that. So I greatly appreciate the support, guys. So the first thing he was talking about was how much practice do you need to be competitive in these larger scale tournaments. And what he said is that at a bare minimum, now keep in mind the key word, bare minimum, you need to pick up your darts at least 15 minutes a day. And this I completely agree with. You need to be picking up your darts close to every single day for at least 15 minutes if you want to start being competitive at these bigger tournaments. Obviously, if you want to be winning these tournaments and do better in these tournaments, you're going to have to get in more practice than that. So I always recommend picking up your darts more days throughout the week as opposed to cramming in all your practice in just a couple of days. So if you have 3 hours to practice for the week, I would say 30 minutes a day for 6 days is going to be so much more beneficial than 1-hour sessions 3 days a week. So that was just kind of the first thing he was talking about, is just the consistency at which you need to pick up your darts. And at a bare minimum, 15 minutes a day every single day is a great start. Now, the second thing we're going to talk about here is the little extra tip that he gave that I had never heard of before, and he kind of called it or referred to it as a secret weapon of his, and that is he does not pick up his darts for 2 to 3 days before going to the darts tournament. Now, my idea always in the past was always I need to get in my most practice in those days to make sure that I am prepared for that tournament. That was always my logic going into my big darts weekends. But I really liked what he said, because he said that when he doesn't pick up his darts for those 2 days, when he does get to the tournament and pick up his darts, he is just that much more hungry to pick up his darts and throw. And I absolutely love that mentality. When he said that, it really made a shift in my brain, because once again, my logic was always cram in as much practice as I can so I'm prepared for the tournament. But if you don't pick up those darts for those couple days when you're used to practicing every single day, when you eventually do, you're going to be so much more hungry and motivated to throw those darts. So I absolutely love this tip. And one thing I could compare it to is exercising. If you're an exerciser, I go to the gym. So when I'm going to the gym every single day, yeah, I show up, I get in my workout, and I leave. Now, I have a hard time taking rest days, just like I have a hard time having days not pick up my darts. But when I do take those rest days, or maybe take off 2 or 3 days in a row if I'm out of town or whatever it might be, that first day that I'm back in the gym, I'm so much more hungry and so much more motivated to get in a good lift. So what Will said about making you more hungry to throw your darts makes complete sense. So next time I have a tournament, I'm going to not pick up my darts for those couple days before the darts tournament and see how it works out for me, because I really like that tip. And thank you, Will Stewart, for that tip. And if you guys are not subscribed to USA Darts, you guys need to go subscribe to them right now, because it is where you're going to see the best players that we have here in North America. They travel to all of our big tournaments around here. They stream them, and the commentary is always great. And of course, seeing our players play is also great too. So make sure you go subscribe to USA Darts, guys, and make sure you drop a thumbs up on this video before you go. Give this tip a try next time before your big darts tournament. I'll see you all in the next one, and shoot well.